And hello, everybody.
Hello.
Can everybody hear us? Somebody sent a little message saying you could hear. Man, that's
Yeah, that was a little blurry.
oh, there we go. How's that? Is that better? Elaine, you can hear us? Thanks. Everybody see us okay too? Looking very angelic. All right, awesome. Good morning. We're waiting for the arrival of little Lord Fauntleroy Benjamin. He's upstairs finishing his.
Lord who?
You never heard of that story, little Lord Fauntleroy?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, an old story. So, good morning, everybody. Wow, see all the chats on the side there, everybody.
Yep.
So we see Atlanta, Oklahoma. Yeah, the Cadet's coming. Terry, he's coming. Eastern Oregon. Whoa, you're up early this morning.
Oh wow, that's like.
You're in the dark, can't see your face. Let me see if I can get some light going here. Billy, tell me how that looks.
Those lines are.
Lighting is a challenge.
Yeah, that's a little better. Poor Benjamin. Oh no, he's just taking his time.
Yeah, my wife is your mom's camera shy.
Yeah.
She's not the aspiring actress like you. Know,
oh yeah.
Brave in front of crowds and stuff. She doesn't care much for Germany. Guten Tag.
Oh, that's cool.
Been up for hours. 8 o'clock. I always loved that. There was an old Beverly Hillbillies episode, and they had somebody staying there at the mansion, and they came downstairs. It was like 8 a.m. Of course, it was like a Hollywood type, so they're like, "Oh man, it's so early." And Granny's like, "Early? Half the day's gone." 8 o'clock. Oh, here he comes. We're already live. Come on, join us. No. So Benjamin's here with us now. He's gonna hop on the couch and try to fit everybody in. So. Does your dad ever embarrass you? Do I ever embarrass you?
Nearly every day.
Every day?
Oh, yes.
Oh, let me see if I can get some more light, because that light coming from back there is just not very good.
And light from directly behind us. Not good.
Well, I know we're going to turn around.
Good morning, everyone.
See some questions?
Hi, Nancy. Still dark. Still can't see your faces. Yeah, we're working on
that. Take down
this
lines over there.
Yeah.
A little better.
We're like cave dwellers. That's what we are, right?
Yeah, we like the dark.
Is that better? That's a little better.
How's that? Is that a little better? A little bit better. What's for brunch? Leftovers. Oh, hello, Chris. If we move to the opposite side and open the blind.
Then
Then
you might not. Then you might be blinded. So.
Well, we got this house is there's so many windows in here. I love it, but it's also a curse because the lighting is there's lights everywhere. So
they're all or nothing in this house.
Grits and eggs. Bella, did you graduate?
Oh yes. We're having a virtual one tomorrow, which I mean they're just like showing our picture. And then they're having an in-person one. They're splitting up our class like for 3 days because it's so large. Sometime at the end of the month. So
And then you're off to college in the fall.
Technically, I have graduated because I finished everything.
So you're off to college in the fall.
Oh, yes.
How's the garden doing?
Garden's good. I got those peanuts I planted are starting to come up now, so I'm pretty excited about that. Squash is anemic. Tomatoes are coming along, so everything's kind of growing. Deer have kept away from it pretty good. So New Jersey, I saw Alberta, Canada on there. It's good. I lived there for about a year when I was a kid. College girl now. What are you going to study?
I'm studying nursing. Yes.
I'm very proud. San Diego. How about I saw Cape May, New Jersey. That's where they do the Coast Guard basic training, right?
Yeah, that's where the enlisted people go through.
Okay. Eagle Springs, North Carolina. That's where my grandma lived. I retired as a full bird colonel. That's correct, from the Air Force. So, Dwelda Smith.
What are you and the wife going to do as empty nesters?
I don't know.
They keep talking about
The
that.
secret that we haven't told her yet is that we're following her to school.
Oh,
and we're
no.
gonna camp just where she can look out the window and see us out there waving. Good morning, Bella.
They keep asking if the campus has a campground.
I'm gonna audit her classes, so I'll be in the back of the class.
No.
Excuse me, sir. Bella knows the answer to that question. Why don't you ask her?
I'm sure he could slip in there. Some of my classes are going to be huge. So
Let's see. My wife, she does not work. No, she's been a stay-at-home a domestic engineer for the whole time. So she was home with the kids the whole time. That was kind of nice, wasn't it? Having mom around all the time.
mm-hmm.
So she had plenty of time to keep track of them and make sure they were doing what they needed to do.
You're blocking the light.
There we go. Did I ever get to meet Pat Conroy? No, I never did. No, he was persona non grata at the Citadel for the longest time. He made up toward the end there. But I did read the Lords of Discipline right before I went off to the Citadel. It scared me to death. So, but it wasn't quite that bad. Will we ever meet the ravishing Mrs. Ritter?
No.
Maybe one day.
One day, maybe. We talked about getting like a cardboard cutout, like, kind of.
Daddy, that's our secret.
Oh, Mexican food? I'd love to. I made those tacos with the pickled vegetables. That's like a family favorite. But I've been meaning to make something like enchiladas or something like that. You like that?
Yeah.
Maybe burrito. Big burrito. We do nachos a lot, but that's kind of Tex-Mex, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah, we all miss mom. So yeah. Mom's got lots of videos. I don't even think I've watched all of Mom's videos. She's got like 1,400 videos. So, good enchilada recipe. Let's see what we can do. So I got a couple on deck. I made some sheet crab soup yesterday, and that video will be coming up this week. And
Chicken and dumplings. We did one.
yep, yeah, we did a chicken and dumplings. Yep, we did that one last month.
Yeah.
You were here, right? Were you
Yeah, I
here
was
for that
here.
one? Yeah, that would turn out really well, actually. Nathan and William, our two oldest, what are they up to?
Nathan's deployed right now. He's still somewhere in the Pacific, right?
Yeah, Pacific Ocean.
And he keeps stopping kind of back at
They
Panama
they
Canal.
bop into Panama to just
to
get resupplied.
refuel.
He's on the. Can we say what ship he's on?
That might be confidential.
Loose lips sink ships, Betty.
And then
You should know that.
William, he's down in Florida right now
In flight school
in Florida.
with the Navy. So, yep.
He's
Yeah, you know, man, the year 2020 just the hits keep coming, don't they? I mean, you got the corona, then you got all the riots now, and the murder hornets, and now it's hurricane season, right? So what's the big joke now?
Welcome to Jumanji level 6.
Somebody needs to hurry up and roll the dice,
It's
right?
like each month
What's
it's a
the-
level.
What's the next thing? Somebody needs to roll them dice. Oh. So, Nikki Devine, so you got a question? Ask away. This is the time. When did I meet my wife? I met her in Altus, Oklahoma, when I was stationed there in 1992. That was our first date. Was the squadron Christmas party. It was a blind date. So, and we went out and then hit it off.
True love.
True love.
We have
Yeah,
come
Okay.
together.
Hussein Quraishi. Say my name, please. There you go. I gave it a try. Hussein Quraishi. Are we becoming a famous family?
We aren't already.
Like the Kardashians?
Go, oh, bite your tongue.
No, I
Do
don't
not
want to
say
be
that
like
name
that.
in this family, in this household.
My wife taught her how to make rice. Please ask me. Okay. Yeah, rice making. Yeah, my wife did show her that with the rice maker. So, do I own the plane I fly? No, I rent it. We're looking at one maybe. I would like maybe one day. I actually want to build one, like a kit plane. Do like a World War I kit plane. Yeah, you can get some like reproduction World War I fighters. I got my eye on a particular one. So, let's see. Start a brand. What's our brand?
CNC,
CNC. What's that stand for?
Colonel and Cadet.
Okay.
See, we got to do a hand sign. C. C.
No,
Oh,
it just looks like
CNC.
you're throwing gang
Yeah, you're just throwing gang
signs
signs at
or
that.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Stop.
Never mind. Forget that. Let's see. Cooking for 6 years, still haven't mastered rice. Well, we got a rice cooker. It's kind of hard to mess it up, Carol. Kind of hard to mess up rice when you got a rice cooker. So you just put a certain amount of water in and then go
Cheryl says to make a sauce.
make a sauce and sell it. What kind of sauce would it be? Would it be sweet or
I think you should
Spicy.
do a
It
barbecue
wouldn't be
sauce.
sweet and savory if that's what you're wondering.
No?
Like them nachos you made.
Ooh,
so they keep talking about nachos. I made
it
nachos
wasn't
one year
good.
and
For
I
the
made
Super Bowl, we do it every year.
and I put chili on it, right? And what was wrong with it?
He thought it was too spicy.
He thought it was too salty.
Salty. So he thought sugar would cancel it out.
So we're eating sweet nachos.
Epic fail. They still talk about it. It's like Mom's Swedish meatballs that year. They just never hear the end.
And
of
that's
it,
all
so.
we had to eat.
Rice is like glue.
Not right. Oh man.
Pepper. Pepper. So, Jerry, you asking about pepper. For a while there, your mom thought pepper was giving her heartburn. So we kind of cut it out for a little bit to see if that's what it was, and it turned out not to be it. So pepper's back on the menu, boys. Barbecue sauce. Now I know Nathan's got his particular brand. Maybe we can put that on. Maybe do something with that, huh?
But you have to give credit to Nathan.
Pickled veggie mixture that goes over your taco veggies. Thai chili sauce. Now let's see.
Do y'all have any pets? No.
We had a
had a
dog. Yeah, my sister-in-law Anna had a Leon Burger, which is a big like Saint Bernard mix type dog, a breed.
Kind of looks like a German Shepherd, the
Like-
coloring.
German Shepherd is like the color of a Saint Bernard and
Body, yeah.
a Newfoundland. It's like a all mixed. And she was a sweet dog, and we loved her. She had your mom had a love-hate relationship with Layla.
She loved her when we were all gone.
When we were all gone, Layla was calm. So that's
Yeah.
when she was just a calm dog. But when we got home, just 4 kids running around the house was the dog go crazy.
Yeah. It was a love-hate relationship. Your mom loved to hate Layla, right? No. It was funny because Layla, she had been fed like fat from chicken. Whenever my sister-in-law would cook chicken, she'd like cut that up and would give it to Layla. So anytime we cooked chicken, Layla would always kind of come around and she'd look around. I mean, it was just,
she would go crazy.
She would every time.
Insane. And then, of course, she thought that she was your daughter and I wasn't.
Yeah.
She would literally like get in between us.
Yeah, we'd be watching TV and laying on like a futon or something on the floor, and Layla would come in and wiggle her way in between us. It was pretty funny. So.
And of course, I was little, so I couldn't fight that dog. That dog was big.
Yeah, she was. We came back from Germany and brought her back, and of course, we were at a transition point right after I retired and what we were going to do and work, and so we gave Layla back to my sister-in-law. They lived y'all still saw her all the time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we saw her.
Yeah. So, and she died a few years ago. So, hello, Colorado. So we got 305 people watching right now is what I show. So it's awesome. So I hope we're catching a lot of your questions here.
Have you ever lived in Canada?
I did. When I was a kid in 1975, we lived in Alberta, Canada, and lived there for about a year. And then mom and dad both thought it was a little too cold up there. So an opportunity came back up and we moved back here back to the States. We moved to South Carolina. So my dog eats more chicken than a Baptist preacher.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Leon burgers are lion hunters.
No.
They call them Leo because they look like lions. If you look at the male Leon burger, it's got a giant like chest mane, and they look like lions.
Weren't they bred for like farm work?
They're our utility dog, and they were from the town we were near Stuttgart. Remember Leonberg? Yeah,
like
and that was like
away.
where they were made, or I guess the breed was made.
Where they were
allowed.
They took them from parts of other animals and like Franken dogs.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works. I don't think breeding. So, does she have any videos of stories of her life before Mr. Buck? Yeah, they talk about how they met and a little bit. She didn't talk a little too much about it. It was pretty rough time for us. I mean, she was a single mom, and I talk about it in some of my videos with the memories of her and how it was, and me and her and my sister. Bucky was quite the blessing to come along. So let's see. I see many of Miss Phyllis in the middle.
Really?
Yeah. Her hair is different color though.
Mm-hmm. You should write a book of your life.
It would
I
be,
keep telling him to write a book. Mm-hmm. He needs to. He's starting a book.
Yep. You're pretty tired, huh? What time is it? Oh, 2. 2.
It's hard carrying the channel, so you gotta get good rest. No, made me tired.
Oh, my sister did favor my mom. There's one picture I hold I'm in a video of mom and Bucky and her laughing, and she looks just like Renee the way she laughed. Do any of us like to bake? You bake a lot, right? You make cookies. And
I like to make cookies. Yeah. Cookies are my like go-to dessert. They're so good.
What do you do for fun? You had fun this morning. What'd you do?
I went to go see the sunrise this morning. It was quite early, but it was worth it. It was pretty.
On the beach?
On the beach, yeah.
You and a friend of yours?
Yeah.
What do you do for fun?
Everything. Video games, read, watch movies, watch anime, right.
I tend to get out a little more.
Someone from England,
Oh, that's cool.
Deer Park.
Stop that late
I
night
love
partying.
England. Oh gosh.
What can I say?
You say
I'm pretty
I
life of the party
okay.
And humble.
and very humble. I too am extraordinarily humble.
Summer plans? I don't know. What are we going
Work.
to be able to do?
I'm actually
Kinda
got work
up
to
in the
do.
air.
Yeah, Benjamin's back to school on the 21st of June, and we'll probably I don't know. We talked about maybe taking a little trip around the country, maybe take a ride up into Kentucky, look around, see maybe some place we might want to settle down somewhere around up in that area. So, how far are the beach? We're about
15, 20
15
minutes.
Yeah, it's
15.
far enough that maybe we don't worry so much about the storm surge with the hurricanes.
Yeah.
Y'all are buffering.
Hmm.
Are we buffering? Everybody see us okay?
I don't think
I didn't think that was going to. I was just fixing that. See what I have to put up with? All the time, Daddy.
What's your favorite cookies? I like to make these chocolate peanut butter cookies. What?
Ben is.
Ah!
Sing a song, Ben.
Sing us a song.
Wow, you sing a song on Sunday.
I'll sing a song. Let me think of one. Wake me up before you go. Leave me.
Now we're gonna get
hanging on.
copyright.
Oh, I didn't know.
That was a tribute.
That's my favorite.
It's
song.
under 10 seconds, so it's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I like to make peanut butter chocolate cookies. It has like the Hershey Kiss on it. Those are good. And then obviously I like to make chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, man.
You
I like-
say peanut butter? Peanut butter? Did you say that already?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first one she said.
Sorry, I'm trying to read the questions.
And
I
then
can
I
only do
made
one thing at a
these-
time.
These like
Clearly.
chocolate oatmeal ones. Normally I don't like oatmeal, but there was this place when we visited Boston on our road trip that one year called Potbelly. And we got the cookies from there, and they were so good that I had to steal the recipe. So that's what I made the other day. And they were really good.
So you're a culinary.
No,
thief.
it was an
No, I
homage.
was inspired.
It was an homage.
That's what a culinary thief would say.
Okay.
Did Renee have any children? Yeah, my sister did. She had 4 children. Logan, the oldest, Kimber, and then Galen and Nolan. And they're scattered all over. So Logan's in Louisiana, and Kimber's out in Oregon, and then Galen, I think he's in Arkansas, and Nolan's in Texas. So scattered around, and I'm in touch with them, Facebook, and occasional call, and I'll keep up with them. So they're doing well. Let's see. Cookies, your recipe, right? You kind of modified it a little bit.
No, I think I got them from a book somewhere. They're pretty typical, like just the normal little Hershey Kiss cookies. But yeah.
Paducah.
It's the weather like there. Wait 5
Right.
minutes. If you don't like it.
That's true.
If you don't like it, wait 5 minutes.
Last week when we had some family visiting, it was supposed to rain like all week because there's a tropical storm blowing through, but it didn't rain like at all. It rained like the last day they were here for like 20 minutes. But
Did Mom make anything I hated? I talked about that. She made some Swedish meatballs one time that were just. We still talked about them all those years. That I mean, none of us. We were all like, ugh, and even she was kind of like, oh, and so we took them outside to the dog. Dog wouldn't eat them either. So we that was always the litmus test for food back then. So let's see. Somebody asked too, what made her laugh. She had a great sense of humor, and I loved to make her laugh. I was always trying to make her laugh growing up. I remember that, and I knew that if mom laughed, that was a winner. So she wasn't never really silly. She kind of a little bit of a dry sense of humor, but she found the humor in things. So let's see, what was Mom and Bucky's favorite thing to do? They spent a lot of time reading the Word together and talking about that. I think that was one. They were into the projects together, like the RV in for a while until the health issues kind of kicked in. So, but they worked in the yard together. They like kind of working together, things like that. So. Yes. Yeah, the Sonny and Steely are in with the family that adopted them, a neighbor of Mom's, and I posted a video a couple of weeks ago of them, an update on them, and they're doing well, and they're being spoiled. Don't worry. Do I grill much outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, we grill all the time.
We grill all the time.
Yeah,
Chicken, bratwurst,
steaks,
burgers,
yeah.
all of the above.
Let's see. Did we keep the RV? Still have the RV. So trying to figure out what to do with it, whether we're going to keep it or sell it. So let's see. Glad everybody likes the live stream. Looks like everybody does. So got quite the crowd here today. When am I flying a plane again? Good question. Not soon enough, right?
Right.
Your mom's like, hey, you flying again? Are you? Oh, yeah, it's my new hobby. I think golf. It's hard to find something that's more expensive than golf, but that is. So, you guys like the flying videos? Patch Barracks. That's where I used to work.
I went to school.
Yeah.
Patch High School.
Patch High School.
We were over at Patch all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked at Patch Barracks at UConn back in. We left there in 2014.
We lived at that food court.
Yeah, the Taco Bell.
I like the Panzer
Burger
food court
King.
better
Did you?
because that's where Charlie's Steakery
That's true.
was.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll meet some Charlie's Steakery.
Yeah, the Panzer one was good.
Let's see. I'm glad y'all lived in
Where's Patch Barracks? Stuttgart, Germany.
Stuttgart, Germany. Yep.
In like,
Yeah. So normally you have a military base. It's kind of self-contained, but there in Stuttgart there were three. There was Kelly.
There's four.
there's four.
Yeah, four. Yeah, you're right.
Patch, Kelly, and Robinson.
And Robinson. Yep. And you went to school at Robinson.
At Robinson, yeah.
Middle school there.
school.
Yeah. So beautiful city.
Middle school.
Hey. Let's see. Ever stationed in Hickam? No, passed through there a couple times. Went there for spring break one year. Benjamin, you were just a little guy. Bella, you weren't even born yet. But we flew out there on a spring break trip out of Altus, Oklahoma, straight shot to Hickam in Hawaii. Did the prints sell as much as I hoped they would? They did. They sold quite a bit. So, and I appreciate all the support and everything else. And last chance to get one. I'm going to close the shop up Tuesday night, Eastern time. So if you're interested, better take a look, Etsy.com. So.
Hey Benjamin, did you marry a Charleston girl?
No, I'm not allowed to marry right now.
He's still got 2 years until he can get married.
Yeah.
Look at that. Somebody from Australia. Hello, Ann. Good day.
Someone was at Spangdahlem.
Oh, yeah.
I remember. Didn't Uncle Mike?
Yeah, they were at
stationed there?
Spangdahlem. Yeah. Uncle Mike and yeah, they were at Spangdahlem.
Yeah.
Flew into Spangdahlem a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we flew into there on my birthday one year on a mission, and we took a tour of some of the Band of Brothers sites. We drove over to Bastogne, and then we kind of went up a little bit north to the little town of Foy, which is pretty cool, where they assaulted Foy and all that. Kind of took a little band of brothers tour. It's pretty cool. So Spangdahl's a lot of history from there. South Dakota. Oh, yeah, still got people joining us.
Wow.
So,
Time.
thanks, Karen. Beautiful family. Yeah, although the
Thank
beauty,
you.
like kind of
Thank
starts
you.
here and emanates out, mostly on this side. Not so much over on this side.
I'm not beautiful. Ruggishly handsome. More like.
Questions in all caps are easier to see.
Do all the kids
They are.
like Thai
Yeah,
food?
but like I yell them in my head when it's in all caps.
So good.
So
Do you like Thai food?
Yes.
What's
So
your favorite Thai food?
I like when Grandma cooks kutteo, which is like the pho, the Vietnamese pho, just like the Thai version, but a little bit better, if I may say.
I do from time to time touch base with Ernie. So we don't see him too much, but from time to time we hear from him. So 300 and almost 70. Is there going to be a cookbook? That is something, a project that's being looked at heavily. Some folks have reached out offering to help. I may take you up on that. So we're just seeing how as far as the timing goes and getting back to work and what's going to happen with that. So I think maybe as an interim project, maybe like a calendar with like a monthly menu and pictures and things like that. We were talking about that. The challenge is a lot of mom's videos. A lot of them, she didn't write down the recipes and all, so you'd have to like watch the video and kind of pick it. It would be pretty time. So we are looking at it. So wildlife videos, more videos.
Oh no!
I'm going to turn Benjamin. I'm going to give you the camera. I'm going to turn you loose and let you run through the woods, right? For some wildlife.
Take my shirt off.
Maybe you could jump a snake out there while you're out there, huh?
Yeah,
That's one thing I don't want to film particularly much is a snake. Although we do have some. Snakes that kind of show up around here, much to your mom's worry. You were afraid to go out in the garage the other day, weren't you?
Because it had been open.
You didn't know if there was a snake.
And there have been like snakes in there previously.
Yeah. Mom and Bucky's house is still on the market up there in St. Matthew, so they're in the market for one. Deer cam. Yeah, I posted that video about deer, and somebody was like, "Hey, you ought to put salt licks out there, or put food out there." I don't want them to come because they eat everything. So let's see. Is there any food you won't? Is there any food you won't eat?
Who are you asking?
Well, what are you? Is there something you don't like to eat?
Not really. I'll try anything. Like pretty much anything.
I won't have boiled okra.
No.
Like if I order something and I don't like it, I'm still gonna finish it because I ordered it.
That's good.
But not really. I like most things.
Not a fan of internal organs. Liver,
I've never had liver.
Kidney pie.
I've had octopus.
There you go. Let's see. Ammonia will keep the deer away.
Oh, I heard I don't know where I heard it from, but someone said like a certain type of soap, if you rub it on the leaves, that'll keep the deer away.
I remember these hydrangea plants that I have on the back porch now, which the deer haven't gotten to yet. But I heard something about tying dryer sheets to the limbs to keep them away. So I went out there one day and I was here all by myself. I think your mom, y'all were up visiting her sister or something. And I tied them all on there. I was all proud, took a picture, and I was talking to your mom, and she's like, "Stephen, those are not unscented dryer sheets." So it's like tying a piece of paper to it or something. It's like, no. I was like, oh, all that work. Yeah, the deer were just like, yeah, whatever.
See, Irish spring soak. I knew what I was onto something. See?
I heard that, like, put it in the pantyhose and tie it up on the tree.
I don't know. Maybe they can answer.
Yeah.
I heard like if you just placed around the garden. See that?
Yeah. Huh.
Play sports.
Do you play sports?
I used to play soccer and baseball. A little bit of basketball.
You did
too.
wrestling
and
for
I
a
did
little
wrestling
bit.
for a little
And
while.
basketball. Did you just say
I said
basketball? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really play sports
Don't-
anymore.
but
I mean,
you
I'll play
played-
soccer sometimes.
Didn't you have to take a golf class?
Yeah, I had to take a golf class, but I don't count that because it sucked.
You don't like golf?
I hate golf. It's not a sport. It's basically just an excuse for more business meetings.
Oh my gosh.
It's not fun. Human hair will also keep them away.
Really?
It's some
We're gonna
witch
have
doctor recipe. I
That's
think.
a little-
I know. I think all the mixture of Irish Spring and chili flakes and hair would probably like
Keep
be
humans away
explosive.
too.
Yeah, explode.
Just keep everyone away.
Spontaneously combust.
I don't
Oh
know.
no, that's on the screen.
I don't know if I want to ask for human hair.
Fried shrimp. I don't know that I've ever made fried shrimp.
Hmm.
I normally I open up the bag and I put it on the cookie sheet and I heat it up. That's normally my recipe for fried shrimp. But usually, if we get shrimp, we'll boil it like the Frogmore stew or the Low Country boil or that's usually what I do with shrimp. That's pretty tasty. Let's see. Did I like German beer? Yes, very much. Yeah, they got those German purity laws. It's pretty interesting about what can go in beer. So you don't get a lot of the fruity, crazy stuff over there like you do here. It's pretty tasty. So, grilled shrimp, yes, do that too.
How many languages can you speak?
Do a.
Oh.
I'm barely passable in French, and then I can order things in German, and that's about it. So you speak français un peu?
Yeah,
C'est vrai?
I took AP French. I
Vous,
took
vous parlez
Spanish.
français très bien, n'est-ce pas?
Ah, oui, oui, monsieur.
Yeah, I want to get into languages, learn some
There's a big fan of the smell meter, Benjamin.
smell meter.
Yeah, we'll turn it on whenever we're cooking so people can smell it at home.
Oh,
You got to put your nose up close to the screen and you can actually smell what we're cooking. Yep.
Je suis Texan. Oh.
Kann ich Deutsch gesprochen?
Ooh. Ooh la la. Bonjour, Bella.
Bonjour. I speak hillbilly.
Hillbilly. So do I.
That's gonna be you.
Yeah, that's my goal. I think that's the vision they have of me is wearing overalls and sitting out by the.
It's a vision
By
you
the
have for
still.
yourself.
True.
Oh.
Cornbread, yellow or white? Got to go yellow and definitely not sweet. It's got to taste like corn.
Pig Latin. You have to consciously think when you speak.
So you're asking if we went to Paris. Did we go to Paris?
Mm-hmm. We went to the first time I was pretty little, so I don't really remember the first time. But then the second time, my dad surprised me. What was it?
That was the third
Veterans
time. That was
Day?
the third
Oh.
time, yeah.
Well, we drove through that.
No,
second
we went to
time.
Paris first.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
But we went
But I don't
Third
really
time.
remember it. The third time, I guess, my dad surprised me Veterans Day weekend. I don't know, it was a 3-day weekend, and we went up to Paris when we were in Stuttgart.
Just me and you,
Just
right?
me
I took
and
you
my
on a
dad,
date.
yeah. On a date.
Yeah, we took the
Yeah, it
bullet
was
train
fun.
over and got into Paris and stayed downtown, like about 4 blocks away from the La Tour Eiffel.
Mhm. And I got us around town.
She did. She got us. I made her. We would go up there and go, okay, Bella, here's where we got to go. Now you tell us what train we have to go because I want to
Yeah. What's the train called?
Metro. The Metro.
It's the Metro?
We
Oh.
Metro.
I did
thought
not
it was
care
the
for
same.
Paris.
No.
What?
It was dirty.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just dirty.
Well, you don't. No. I love
Yeah,
Paris.
we did that. That was nice. So
Yeah, that was fun.
let's see. Do we have to wear masks? We got not required here.
No,
I think
a lot of people just kind of.
everybody kind of keeps 6 feet away and pretty much keeps away from each other.
Yeah,
And,
there's still like restrictions, but masks are kind of not seen as often.
we went to Montmartre. Remember up on the hill? Yeah,
That was pretty.
the Bohemian paintings and all that.
I liked all the paintings up
That
there.
was nice view up there. So
And the little park.
Yeah,
It's a little square.
Sacre Coeur at the top. You remember the church? Yeah, it's good. Let's see. Italy and France.
Yes.
Mom's birthday month is January, so she turned 75. Let's see. Well, Tim would plan to keep it going, so we appreciate all the support. So, let's see. Moulin Rouge, Sacre Coeur. Hello, Mexico. Buenos dias. How's that? There's another language. That makes 2.
Uh-huh.
I don't think saying hello means speak the language.
Spaghetti recipe. Now, that's I'm saving that because my wife makes that is my all-time favorite food is your mom's spaghetti. So I'm hoping one day to get her to film her to do that, or maybe she'll show me. But that's my favorite spaghetti. It is phenomenal. So let's see. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Vicky. So that was some people have said that, hey, Mom and I, before she passed, we talked a lot about the channel and what to do. And I've talked about that before, but she said that. She said, start putting videos on it and eventually just kind of make it your own. So it's all in the spirit of what Mom did. I get that a lot from her, is just, trying all kind of new things and doing things. Let's see. Nobody paints. You all paint?
No.
Not very artistic that way.
I'd like to, but I can't.
Let's see. I appreciate that, Linda. Let's see. What else we got? Have we visited New York? Yes.
I like
Any of yous visited New York? William went to Fordham.
Mm-hmm.
He graduated from Fordham in 2018, right?
Yep.
Right.
And we went up there to visit several times. So I love New York. That's probably one of my favorite cities in the world. Is New York City. So I love it.
Yeah.
So hate that they've gotten shellacked
On
by
Broadway.
Love New York. What jobs would you like when you grow up? You guys got a pretty good idea what you want to do, right?
Yes.
Is that at me?
Yeah, both. I mean, I'm already growing up, mostly.
I don't know. I'd like to do something.
Very clever, William.
What?
What?
Oh my gosh, William!
William. There's William. William's on there. We want to see your beautiful wife, mother, and see some of her recipes.
Nice try, Will.
Yeah, Mom's not here right now, or else she'd be like, ah. That's like you last week.
Hmm? Oh yeah.
Dropping it. Sing a song, Benjamin.
And I sang a song.
Almost got his copyright striked.
Oh gosh.
I think are you burnt out on videos?
Me? No.
Somebody's asking. No?
Who asked that?
Somebody asked if you were burnt out on videos.
No. I'm just tired.
Maybe you should go to sleep earlier.
No. No.
Oh my gosh. Everyone's saying hi to Will now. Have any one of y'all done anything dangerous, like bungee jumping? No, but I want to.
No, I did bungee jump.
You did bungee jumping?
I did. Yeah.
I feel like that hurt your back.
It wasn't like jumping out, and all this grand thing. I went up mostly because of a girl I was trying to impress.
Oh,
this is before I met your mom.
Gosh.
And they had this bungee jumping in Altus, Oklahoma, and like this car dealership parking lot. And there was like a bunch of people around it. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go try, because she was going to go. I'm like, well, I got to go too. And I remember getting up there and looking down going, oh, and I'm like, of all the ways to die in a car, parking lot. And so I'm standing up there and they're like, all right, go when you're ready. And I kind of like rolled off like a sick buffalo rolling off a cliff or something. I just kind of, it was just pathetic. And I'm just like, that's why, I talk about that all the time. Stuff like that. I just like, of all the things to risk your life for,
Yeah.
So
I'd really like to go skydiving. That's on my bucket list. Daddy, you were literally a pilot.
When I was on Eagle, I would climb without strapping in because it was more fun.
I thought you're supposed to.
You're only supposed to when you stop moving, so I would just keep moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And sometimes even then I still wouldn't.
Like climbing up in the rigging?
Up in the rigging, like on the sailing ship. And when I would furl sails, sometimes people would chicken out and be like, oh, I'm not moving anymore. I'm like, you got to go farther down, man. And then they wouldn't. So I would have to like unhook and then like go around them and like climb over them. So it would usually freak all the people who didn't like climbing.
Your mom just sent a text to everybody that we're live chatting for all the family.
Oh my goodness.
Is Will pop back up there again?
He said, yeah, let's see Arlene Ritter. Is that her name?
Do we ever net for crabs there? No, we haven't. We did younger back in the day. William, somebody wants to know if you still like turkey. Yeah, he can eat a turkey leg down. He eats
like a hyena. Down to the bone.
Yeah, every shred of meat he eats off of that. So
like crack bones open and
he does
eat the bone marrow out of it.
He does.
Yeah, that habit.
William does not believe in waste.
Oh man. None of us really do. We don't like to waste.
I almost bought some last week.
Whitewater rafting.
I want to do that.
See, I feel like less of a father. I haven't taken y'all whitewater rafting.
We should go.
Maybe we could do that this summer. Huh?
Yeah. That'd be fun. I'd like to go camping again sometime if some campgrounds are open.
Yeah. Let's see. We're up to 378 now. Oh, there's Robert.
Oh my goodness.
That's my nephew Robert.
That's our cousin.
Robert DeWitt. Hello, Robert. Where do you think Ian is? But she really is not coming around now, Robert. Who's the best? Go ahead.
That's me. And I'm the best driver.
Clearly. No, he's not. In our family,
no accidents.
Our mom, then it's Nathan, then it's probably me. And
that's
then
not at all.
And then
it's mommy, Nathan,
and then
me.
Benjamin. Then it's
Who's daddy?
You and Will are kind of on the same level.
Sorry, William. William thinks he's like baby driver, like.
Oh my goodness. I hear she makes wonderful schnitzel. She does. She does make good schnitzel.
Will we get to see Will on the channel? Sure. I mean, he's down at training right now. I hope so.
You slide into a solid fifth, maybe sixth. You
got William Ritter. No. You haven't been driving with me recently. I had to chauffeur everybody around, okay?
And I was scared.
I always drive my friends around.
When we go back to dangerous things I've done, driving with Bella is probably first.
Please. That's more like you. No.
Oh. Let's see. Ethnicity. Well, your mom's half Thai, so y'all are quarter Thai, right? Quarter Thai, and then German, Scott, Irish, a little bit of Czech.
Yeah. Aren't we a little French?
That's like buried way down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Family banter. I'll tell you, I used to, when they were y'all younger, I was kind of, get the conversations and joke around all. But I got to the point now where when we drive somewhere, when they're all in the back driving, I just sit back and listen. It's like a television show, all that going on and off. So,
well, whatever.
Yeah, that's where William learned how to drive, was in New York City, because he had to drive from Fordham all the way up to what is it called? Something Point. I don't remember. Subi Point. Whatever for ROTC. So he would rent a car and drive up there at like 3 a.m.
Twice a week or something.
Yeah, he really earned that commission. So getting up like that. So let's see. Taco video. You're welcome, Tracy. That's pretty good. Oh, Ben. You got Ben there again.
Told you, I carried the channel on my back.
Goodness.
SUNY Marathon. There you go, Will. Thanks. Oh, Will. Will, I'm surprised you're up. It's pretty early for you too, isn't it?
That was Will.
Yeah, William.
He learned Arabic.
Yeah, he did. And he studied abroad in Oman for a summer with the Navy. The Navy sent him over there, and then he studied abroad for a semester in Jordan. So he got pretty good with Arabic. He came over to visit me when I worked in Abu Dhabi, and was able to read a lot of the signs and everything else. So it's pretty cool. So let's see.
What's your favorite family holiday? Christmas.
Yeah,
We usually all get together.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. And Eva's.
And Eva's now.
It's Christmas 25th. Eva's birthday is the 26th. And then Benjamin the 27th. So
Yeah.
it's like 3 days of celebration. Aw, that's so cute. Thank you, Scout Inquirer.
Here's a little Eva.
Look at her.
She's cute. Little Audrey Hepburn there. She's a cutie.
Oh my goodness.
Who's driving if we're all in the back? Well, that was me. I was driving.
And the kids were in the back.
What was it you always wondered how I was able to?
We would pray before we would ever get on a family road trip. And I remember always thinking, I was like, is Daddy like Spider-Man? Does he have like spider sense? How does he drive with his eyes closed?
as I got skills.
Uh-huh.
I've taken a break from League, William.
Okay.
I did not like what it was turning into.
William keeps firing these comments from the peanut gallery. Doesn't he? You know? Hey,
Just lobbing them in.
sing a song, Bella. She is cute. Thank you. Yeah. Eva's Nathan's daughter. Nathan
My
and Caitlin.
niece,
Yes.
granddaughter.
First granddaughter. So
Well, I guess
modern day Waltons. That's very kind. Clarissa.
Oh,
Clarissa? Is that pronounced?
Clarissa.
Clarissa?
That's pretty.
That's very nice. Yeah, we actually watch the Waltons.
We're actually better
modern day.
because we say goodnight in a shorter amount of time than the Waltons.
Yeah, we didn't put up with that.
Yeah, we don't do that.
No stalling.
Dad was go to bed.
Good night,
8:30
John. Good
every night. 8:30.
Yeah, that's the little one's Eva.
Favorite beach in South Carolina? I don't know. I don't know.
IOP's nice.
Sullivan's is nice.
Yeah.
Princess and the Pauper. Robert. Oh my goodness. That's a classic movie. Iconic.
That Barbara movie.
Nathan was in one.
Yes.
Yeah. Nathan was. Nathan, funny because me, William, and Nathan would all sleep in the same room. And me and William would always be talking. Sometimes Nathan would talk, but Nathan usually was on like his phone playing like Unblock Me or something. And he would always have like a quota of amount of levels he had to beat. And when he beat those levels, he would put his phone down and tell us to go to bed.
The Preminger was pretty awesome.
Chuck.
Yes! Preminger is
Hey, Chuck.
Preminger is the ultimate villain. He's such a mastermind. I mean, you got to give him credit.
I'm just like you.
You're just like me.
I watched that movie like Bella wanted to watch it every day, and I would sit there in Germany when she's a little girl. She'd have her Cinderella pajamas on, and she'd dance around, and I just good times. I just remember that. So,
Some
words of wisdom.
Spontaneous. Just stick around a little while. It'll be it'll pop
what's some
out.
of your famous quotes?
Well, there's the ones I've said before. Lasagna, spaghetti flavored cake. Stomach thinks all potatoes are mashed. Things like that. Your stomach thinks all potatoes
No,
are mashed.
I didn't need you to repeat it. All right.
Tell the Latin one again.
Oh gosh.
I wanted to learn how to speak Latin so that if I can warn the Pope that he's in danger.
I guess I asked you that. I'm like, what, Benjamin? Why do you want to learn Latin? It's a dead language.
Dead language. And William, I was arguing with William about it. We were in the car, and William was like, Benjamin, the Pope's like Portuguese. Just learn how to speak Portuguese. And I'm like, well, that's the point. The Pope's in danger. No one else speaks Latin but me and the Pope. That's why I'll warn him.
He's actually from Argentina, right? Spanish. He speaks Spanish.
I don't know.
Yeah. Eva is Nathan's little girl. Yes. Yeah.
Aaron's on here. Do you see that?
No, I haven't yet, Aaron. No, I haven't. She had some ideas about how I could.
Who was that?
keep
Is
on
that
That's
going.
Aaron.
Oh, okay. Hey, Aaron.
She had some way.
What's
to
your
keep me
way?
on the channel.
What's your way?
It was like we could showcase how different the Academy food is and how not good it is.
Oh no.
What's
and
it?
then
Mystery
we could
meat
also
pasta?
mystery meat pasta. We could like come up with the concoctions, like that we do sometimes.
Oh. Everybody says that about Latin, that they take it so that it makes it easier to learn yourself.
Yeah, Pops is from Argentina.
Let's see, what else?
No, please don't encourage Benjamin. Please don't. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's your job, is to keep Benjamin humble, isn't it?
Our mom's favorite horror movie is Planet of the Apes. Yeah, my mom does not like monkeys. She doesn't like them.
Oh. Let's see. Did she grow up? Mom did not do a whole lot of flowers. I mean, if she did flowers, it was like on bushes or something like that. She liked azaleas. So, but not like, roses or flowers per se. So, bye, Laura. Glad everybody's enjoying this. How far? Or an hour into it? Appreciate everybody sticking with us, man. We're not running people off. Yeah. William, do you have any questions? Robert, do you have any questions?
I think Maddie's on here too, our other cousin.
It's Maddie. Maddie, you on here too?
Thank you, Chris. You guys look like twins. Who, me and him? Or me and him? Yeah, we get that a lot.
Did I ever see a UFO? No. I do have a cool story though. We were flying over Egypt one time. There was a two ship. There was a plane about 10 minutes in front of us, which going that speed was probably 20 miles. And there was a meteor that came down, and we were at night, and it lit up the whole inside of the cockpit, and it come down and was like, holy smokes, you see that? And we called up to the other plane. We're like, hey, did y'all see that? And they were like, no. So the meteor had come down in between our airplane. So that might have been a UFO.
It was identified.
Oh, true. Never mind.
So that would go against the name UFO.
It would just be a FO.
It would just be flying object.
Yeah. So an IFO. Let's see. We'll have something else.
Why is William your favorite child?
Why is William my favorite child sibling? Why is that? It must be because he's so humble.
That's me.
Oh, true. It must be. I'm drawing a blank. Help me out here.
I can't think of it.
See, because they drew a blank means no.
Let's see. Yeah, all Mom's videos are still up on YouTube, so you can just go to the channel and they're organized by playlist and everything else. So let's see. When was the last time we went to Virginia?
You can't even know where it's at.
William,
I don't know.
William, boy, can't even put it in words. Oh, I did cry like a baby when you were commissioned, though. When you graduated from college, oh well. Worst representation of a C5 in film. I know they like to use C-17s in movies. They're all pretty good. I talked with some guys. It's kind of cool to see like the last Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise when he like jumps out of a plane and skydives down. I knew guys actually that flew that. That was on an Emirati C-17. They did that scene. So they're usually pretty good. And I didn't like in Superman movie when they crashed the C-17 into the thing. That was sad. That made me cry a little bit. So.
Oh.
Bella looks like her dad. That's why you're my favorite. There you go, Will. Oh. Thanks for how do you pronounce it? Is Island Girl? Thanks. Bye now. Thanks for joining us.
Isildur.
Isildur? Is that what he? No, I think that's Island Girl.
And
Isildur. Isildur. Did we watch the dragon take off? Yeah, we did. We watched it last
was
week.
cool.
It was cool. That was
Cry a
inspiring
little
to see.
bit.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, you don't see C5s Chuck in too many movies. So fighter types. A good friend Chuck. Yeah, you know, I remember Top Gun. I'm really looking forward to that movie coming out. The Top Gun 2. That was a reason a lot of people my age became pilots back in the day. So of course I watch Top Gun now, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of hard to watch, knowing what I know now. Yep. Yeah, Mom's Books on Amazon. I appreciate that, Laurie. Bucky did not drive the RV. He had broken his ankle and had problems with his foot. That's why he didn't drive it. So Mom had driving duties for that RV. Let's see. I'll do that, Chuck. See it in. We'll look for one. Looks pretty amazing. Well, Stacy, that's kind of my next little project is that calendar. We're going to try that and see how that turns out. So, let's see. Keep those questions coming. Bella is my favorite because she's my little girl. We wanted a girl so bad.
Yeah. You're just the sloppy seconds.
No. I'm the youngest, but the middle child. I'm the younger middle child, so I'm even less important. Out of 4 kids, I'm number 3. So like I'm a middle child, but I'm the worst middle child you could be.
Okay.
The second middle child.
Like imagine being the middle child. I'll imagine being the second middle child.
Well, your mom was always like that. She never wanted to have an odd number of children. She always wanted an even number. And it's funny how they all kind of pair up because the 2 older ones don't like ketchup, but these 2 like it. And it's funny the foods that they like and don't like. It's just funny how that works. So. Let's see.
It's good to see your place on the totem pole.
William, he just keeps lobbing shots in, doesn't he?
I don't know. It's my entire life. It has been relentless.
Is Robert still on here? Robert, you still on here? Are you watching Premier League or Premier League football? Now it's Sunday morning, right? Thanks, Cheryl. Cherry Bomb. Appreciate that. Everybody's got to go. People start to go, oh, we'll hang on a little bit longer. People that want us to stay. We live about an hour and a half from where Mom lived. Catch up. Yeah.
No, I've never squeezed.
Those are some parenting hacks. Was getting you guys to. Why don't you tell me about what you did? Right.
I never fell for it because I never did anything.
Paying you.
Wink, wink.
No, let's see. Oh, let's see.
You do a Patreon.
All the prints are still available, Chris. So Etsy, etsy.com. Just search for Stokes Paintings, all one word, and they're all still available. So got till Tuesday. So
Will, what are you talking about?
Because when you fell, if anyone looked at you, you would scream loud.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We would see her and she'd fall down and she'd get up. First thing she did was look around and see if anybody was looking, and we'd all kind of cut our eyes away and kind of look outside, and we could see her kind of go, and then she'd go, and then you just go right back to it. But if we like made eye contact with you, you'd be like, oh, oh, crying. So you were tough. So that's pretty good, Will.
I can't let anybody see
That
me
was a
cry.
hack. That was a hack. Let's see. Let me see if I can some here. Oh,
Oh.
can everybody still see us here? So I'm just, all right. Hello from Massachusetts. Let's see. Hello from Hawaii. Hello. Aloha. What brought Mom to South Carolina from being in Virginia? Yeah, just block that guy. Come on. So we went from Virginia when I was a kid to Canada, and then we lived there for about a year, and then my dad got a job or got transferred back down to South Carolina. We lived in Columbia for the longest time till about 1988, and then we moved. Then they moved and bought that house down in St. Matthews. So.
Look at Will.
Telling that story, Daddy.
So we went to thanks, Will. Appreciate that. We went to what's the little town? Rotenburg. Yeah, Rotenburg. And the thing that Rotenburg, Germany is known for, these little pastry things called Schneeballs, which is snowballs.
Didn't we read about them?
We did, yeah, Rick Steves, yeah, and which it's not very sweet, but it's just kind of a semi-sweet dough that's fried, and then they coat them in powdered sugar or chocolate, whatever. So anyway, we went in the shop. I want to order some Schneeballs, and I go in there, and I'm a rudimentary German, and I wanted to order. Wanted to order. How many do I want to order?
We were ordering 3. So
Yeah.
you know, in Europe, you don't start with your index. You start with your thumb. You go 1, 2, 3, right? But my dad, and 3 in German is drei, right? And 2 is zwei. So my dad, he goes, zwei. So he goes like this, and then he says 2. So he's not even counting on his fingers right, and then he says 2. So
and they were all out there watching, and
I was like, it was me and William, I think, inside, and I think we just had to walk out because we couldn't stop laughing. And this lady's just like, ah. She puts two of them in there, and then she like starts handing us the bag.
and I got one down, and I went, ein.
Yeah, like ein.
Yes. Ein Bier bitte. Yeah, Schneeballs, actually, they're not very good. I mean, and that was the thing. A lot of German pastries and sweets were not very sweet. It's kind of funny. I mean, they just weren't. They just don't have sweet, not like sickly sweet like U.S. desserts are. I mean, it's just different. It's not better or worse or anything else. So. Yeah, those kids still laugh about that story. They always go, Zwei.
Zwei.
Thanks, William. Oh. Yeah, let's see. So, that was my next favorite Rotenburg story. We stayed in a bed and breakfast, and it was pretty cool. It's an old walled city, and we took our Suburban there, this big old land yacht Suburban, and driving around in this medieval town in Germany, and it's pretty cool. A lot of the buildings over there still have, like, you'll have a corner of a building, there'll be a round cement kickout. And that was there to keep the wagons from clipping the corners of the building. So we were leaving. It had snowed the night before. And we're driving out, and I pull out, and it was kind of a tight turn, and it was downhill, and I kind of made the turn, and we were downhill on snow, and it was obvious I wasn't going to make it in the turn, so I had to back up. So I put it in reverse, and I straightened the wheel. I was going to back up, and the wheel started spinning, and I'm like, oh no! And I kind of look over at your mom, and she's kind of over there going, what are you going to do now? And I'm just going, oh. So I put it in reverse. I turned the wheel the other way, and I kind of stepped on it, and the wheel started spinning. But then the car just started in place like a pivot, just started turning, and it was just the craziest thing. And it just like pointed right down the hill, and I put it in drive, and I kind of looked over at your mom. I was like, I'm just that good. We had a Leon Burger. It's a dog we had. Let's see. K&K, is that the one we blocked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's gone. So that's the thing about trolls, the anonymity of the internet. People can do all kinds of stuff like that. Who wrote that? Driving down the tram tracks. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
That was not my favorite story. It certainly was not your mom's favorite story, driving
I
in
don't remember
Berlin.
this.
Yeah, I was making a left-hand turn, and I was like, it was crowded, and we were in Munich, and made a turn. I'm going, man, this is great. I had a car. They were right behind me. And I see all the people like looking at us going, and I'm like going, and then I realized we're on tram tracks, and one was coming, and we had to turn off in a hurry. And your mom still remembers that story. It scared her to death. So, what now?
When you said tell them about when we had to drive Mach 5 down the 0.5 down the Autobahn to make our flight.
Yeah, we were going because. At the time we were at Ramstein, Germany, and they had these really cheap flights out of Hahn at the old Hahn Air Base there in Western Germany, and they turned it into like a little airport. It was kind of like southwest of Europe. It was what was the name of the airline? I don't remember. Free advertisement for them. Anyways, a cut rate airline, and we would do super cheap flights, and we were flying up to Scotland. With all the family, and I forgot something at home. We had to run back, and then all of a sudden we were late. So we were driving, and that's the nice thing about the Autobahn is you make up a lot of time. We were driving probably 110 miles an hour up the Autobahn trying to make this flight. We just made it, so it's pretty cool. Ryanair. There you go, Will. Thanks. That's it, Will. Will's like our producer on the show.
One just wants a cut.
Let's see.
Joyzy.
I got a few minutes ago, so I'll ask this question again, Janet. What's your question, Janet? Scary flight stories. Favorite places I've been to. I love Germany.
Scotland.
Took the trip down around Africa. There was some really cool places down there in Africa. Kenya, loved it down there. There was a little island out in the middle of the Indian Ocean, the Diego Garcia. Went there. That was an island paradise there for about 2 days, and then you see everything. That's probably the coolest place. The Africa trip I did, that was probably the best. Not really scary stories flying, thank God. So I was on my check ride mission to Val and flew over the top of a thunderstorm. That was kind of sporty there for about 10 minutes. That wasn't too fun. That's probably and then air refueling behind another airplane. The tanker's autopilot kicked off, and they kind of came down into us like that. And I had to push away. That was probably the scariest I saw. So let's see, American Airlines.
Yeah, on the Autobahn in Germany, there's no speed limit in certain places.
Yeah.
I mean, other roads. It's not like everywhere there's no speed limit. It's certain places. Yes.
Yeah, Diego Garcia is all military. It's in the British Indian Ocean Territory, and it's a military airfield there. There's some websites that talk about, it's like travelers that log off places they've been, and that's one of the toughest places to get the check mark for is Diego Garcia. So if I ever want to try to do that, I guess I got a leg up on most people. So
Yeah.
let's see. The Autobahn, you know what? Every time I think about the Autobahn, everybody drove fast, but people follow the rules. And like in the U.S., the one thing that drives me absolutely bonkers is the people that hang out in the left lane. In Germany, if you did that, you got a ticket and you probably would lose your license. And you pass somebody and you get right back over. You don't cruise in the left lane because there was somebody that will come up on you and eat your lunch. So that's probably the toughest thing for me to I still hate that in the States. So just driving slower. In fact, just move over, even if there's nobody over there. So, yeah, and it's funny. It's kind of a misconception. A lot of Americans think of the Autobahn. Oh, you can drive as fast as you want. There are places on it where they'll limit you on speed. It's not a free for all. And and believe me, when you some of the places it doesn't have a speed limit. Your car, you'll know it. I've been at a Lexus before and rented one and was driving on the Autobahn, and it would go 120, and you feel the car starting to kind of do this, and it's like, oh, you might not want to go so fast. So, so how are we doing here? Everybody still want us? What do you think? About another 10 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
An hour and a half.
Yeah. About another 10 minutes. McDonald's had a dance floor. I've never seen that, but the McDonald's fries over there, you remember those?
Everything, all the fast food's better.
Was better over there.
Never seen that way.
Especially KFC. KFC in Germany was just.
Yeah, that was good. I think they don't. I think they cook their fries in like lard or something.
Yeah,
I think
it's good.
it was good.
To say I don't allow some of the stuff that we do over there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, William.
I think we still got the Band of Brothers book, Stephanie. I think I have it upstairs.
William, that one's locked in a cage. Never be shared with the
Benjamin's
world.
jelly and Swiss cheese sandwich. Yeah, we're gonna do a video on that. Ben?
That has been
You don't even
locked
eat that
away
anymore,
from
do you?
the world. I'm protecting the world from that great evil that I created. Jelly and Swiss cheese sandwich.
I think that the doors of hell opened when that sandwich came together and evil came out.
Exactly.
Oh shoot. Let's see. I appreciate that. What is that? One cane. Is that right? Duck fat fries are delicious. You are correct. They are tasty. I think the Tattooed Moose serves those, don't they?
Yeah.
The duck fat fries. Yeah, that's good stuff. Cream cheese and jelly. That is tasty. Hi. William is funny. No, don't tell him that. That's going to go right to his head. So, oh, there you go. Add some ham. You'll have a Monte Cristo.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't care too much for duck.
Yeah, like duck. I've had duck. Like a good duck breast cooked is pretty tasty, but just duck in general is a little gamey, huh?
I don't really like it.
Kind of a gamey taste to it.
Favorite Charleston restaurant, Magnolia's.
Yep. And what's probably Pages?
Probably Pages second.
Yeah.
Maybe California Dream.
next live chat. Oh, you guys have fun doing this? Yeah. We'll do these in a little while, maybe. Maybe next week, maybe once a week, do these till Benjamin goes.
Greetings from Norway.
Norway.
Hello.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on aspic?
Is it the Eagles relish meat jello? Is aspic, is that like head cheese? Aspic. I don't know. It doesn't sound good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Sandra. Well, maybe once a week, maybe. If I can get these two with,
I'm only here for 2 more weeks though, so yeah.
Yeah, Skinner Girl 64. Yeah, that was William. He was eating turkey leg. That was him, yes. He still eats like that too. William, you want to tell everybody about how you eat yogurt?
Oh,
Literally put me off yogurt for years. I only started liking yogurt a couple years ago.
Oh,
meat gelatin. Okay, that's what because I went to when I was in Denmark. I had I think that's what I had. I ordered some sandwich and there was like this meat jello on it.
Oh.
And it was the nastiest thing I've ever had. I don't understand.
Oh.
So I remember me and my friends, we all got like the same sandwich. There were like 8 of us all trying to figure out what this stuff was. And I was like, guys, this is like meat jello. I don't know what it was terrible. So if that's what aspic is.
Jerry, Mom's books were, she wrote some books, just talked a little bit about with Renee and what was going on. So, I mean, just kind of her thoughts on things and memories from the past and things like that, kind of how she got to where she was. So that's the subject of her books that she wrote. So how does he eat yogurt? Will, you gonna let everybody know how you eat yogurt? Pete? Should I tell him? I don't want to embarrass him, or do I? Well, he gets the yogurt, and I'm sitting there. I don't know what it is about, if it's sounds or hearing things, but just the sound of somebody stirring the yogurt up.
No, it's not even that. He sloshes it around in his mouth, which you don't have to chew yogurt.
How I drink from a glass.
You don't have to chew yogurt. And he just lets it sit there in his cheeks.
Oh.
It's like he's rinsing with fluoride, but with yogurt.
It's so bad.
Oh, and Will's saying about how he drinks too.
Wait, you want to show them?
What?
Oh, he drinks. He
Oh.
And
Yeah.
he
It's like
about
a tidal
goes
wave.
in, and then like half of it comes right back out, right back into the glass. So, and when they were little, I remember seeing Nathan. He would let Will drink some from his glass, and he'd get it back, and he'd just kind of look at it and all the floaties in it and everything else. It's just, nobody liked to let Will drink from their glass.
Oh.
No, it's
Savoring
not
it
how
like
I
a
ate yogurt.
fine
It's how
wine.
William ate yogurt. Don't lump me in with that.
Oh. Oh.
Backwash.
Oh,
Yep, backwash.
yep.
Little floaties in there.
Drinkable yogurt. Yeah, it's they got that stuff over there in a lot of places, Europe and Abu Dhabi. They have it there too. I forget what they call it. Let's see some other terms for it. It's pretty tasty. Eggs or liquid chicken. Yeah, that used to gross me out when I was a kid thinking about that they were like little baby chickens.
Why did you put that in my mind?
Nah, it's still good. I don't care.
Chicken, yeah, they're good.
Eggs are good.
Kefir, that's it. Yep. Kefir. That's it. Let's see. Have I ever been to a Clemson game? Now, is that, I see you left the P out.
You left the P.
Clemson.
Spell it right.
Right. That's how we pronounce it here. Clemson. When I was a kid, Bucky would take us, we'd go to the games. That was always a big tailgate thing. So, Well, I think that's an hour and a half. That's a good show, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about a wrap. William, you have any final thoughts? What?
Nothing.
You got to tell me a secret.
Nope.
Let's see. Favorite place we lived overseas was Germany. Love that. So, Amazon, you can search for it. I think her books, Sarah Bucky's books, are there too. So, appreciate Janet. They don't want us to go. Appreciate everybody joining us here today. I hope everybody enjoyed it and had a good time. And you guys have fun doing this too.
Well, I was going to ask us that.
Well,
Yeah.
I just
Are you worried?
sure.
Did you have fun today?
Did you have fun?
Daddy, I hated it. Yeah, I guess that's what
He's got a gun under us again.
Come on, say something funny.
Come on.
They say something funny. No, we just appreciate all this and all the support and everybody kind of come together under that shared love for my mom, and I appreciate that. So we'll be back and we'll do some more of these. I'm glad everybody. I hope we answered a lot of your questions, and we'll see you again soon. So we'll have some more videos posted, and again, if you're interested in the prints, look up Etsy, ETSY.com, and you can look up on the video and see some video I posted about a month ago, I guess now, of that has the link and how to get it, and also just search for that. So but we're going to close the shop up on Tuesday evening. So if you want one, hurry up and go get it. So, but appreciate everybody. Glad we had a lot of fun doing this. So lots of hearts and love and everything going around. So auf Wiedersehen, Germany, and Buenos Dias, Mexico, and what's Norwegian for bye?
Adios, you mean?
Adios. What did I say? Buenos Dias.
Yes.
It's time to end.
It's time to end. All right. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time. So this is Colonel saying over and out.